Ever heard of a fish so powerful, it can kidnap a monk?
Sounds like my kind of Friday night.
Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into a classic Chinese tale from Journey to the West. A story full of magic, monsters, and maybe a few lessons learned along the way.
All right, count me in.
You're about to get a taste of this epic adventure, ready to cross the Tongtian River.
Let's do it.
Now, this river's name, Tongtian River, it means river connecting to heaven, right?
Yeah, you got it. It suggests we're about to delve into something with profound implications, more than just your average river, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's like symbolic somehow. And that's what this deep dive is all about, right? Uncovering those hidden meanings.
Exactly.
So our source material today is an excerpt from Journey to the West. It drops us right into the action, where the monk and his disciples stumble upon this, well, pretty ominous river.
It's definitely not a relaxing vacation spot.
No, not at all. So walk us through it. What brings them to this particular river?
Their journey westward is, well, it's not exactly a walk in the park. Every step of the way, they face obstacles, each one like a test of their strength,
Strengths and faith. That's a big theme in Journey to the West, right?
Definitely. A huge theme. So in this case, they arrive at the Tongtian River, exhausted probably, and they find out it's basically impassable. No way to cross.
Yikes. So what do?
They hear these whispers about a yearly sacrifice, a young boy and a young girl offered up to appease the river god.
Okay, that's just, that's heartbreaking. But also, you'd think a monk and his disciples, with their spiritual strength and all, they could handle a river god.
You'd think so, right? But there's more to this story. The villagers tell them that it's not just the river god they got to worry about. There's a demon in the river, a being so powerful it can control the water itself.
So it's like a supernatural current they can't fight against. I wouldn't want to swim in that river.
No kidding. One of the disciples, the one known for his physical strength, he's like, I got this, tries to confront the demon head on.
How'd that go?
Not great. Not great at all. He's instantly repelled, like hit by this suffocating aura. And it's not just physical power, It's something deeper, more sinister.
Uh-oh. Meanwhile, is the monk just watching this all go down?
He's actually deep in prayer on the riverbank, totally focused, oblivious to the danger, and then bam! Yanked into the water.
Whoa, kidnapped by a fish demon. That's a new one. This demon isn't just strong, it's clever too.
And it's got style. Takes the monk to its underwater lair.
Okay, an underwater lair is kind of awesome, I gotta admit, but also terrifying. This monk is pretty fearless though, right? He's on this spiritual journey, facing all kinds of trials. What's a little underwater kidnapping?
Well, this moment actually highlights something super important in Buddhist philosophy. Vulnerability. The monk, even though he's on this path to enlightenment, he's still susceptible to the craziness of the world.
It's a good reminder that the journey is never really over. Even when you think you've got it all figured out, life throws a fish demon at you.
Exactly. You can never be too prepared. So while the monk is dealing with this whole underwater situation, his disciples are freaking out. They have to rescue him.
Of course. What's a spiritual journey without a little teamwork? Each of them represents something different, right? Like different aspects of human potential.
You got it. Strength, intellect, compassion, all that good stuff. They team up, try to fight the demon, but their usual tricks. Useless. This thing controls the water, remember?
So what do? Give up. Wave a white flag.
They're not quitters. They call for backup. Divine intervention. And this is where the story gets, well, hilarious and a little bit thought-provoking.
Lay on me.
A powerful deity, like a super powerful goddess, shows up, ready to kick some demon butt. But then she realizes it's her pet goldfish.
Hold up. This terrifying river demon is a runaway goldfish.
Yep. It's like finding out the boogeyman is actually just a dust bunny.
That's an amazing twist. I'm kind of disappointed, honestly. I was hoping for an epic battle.
Me too. But it makes you think, doesn't it? How often do our problems turn out to be, not as scary as we make them out to be?
So much for the drama. But yeah, I get your point. Sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create in our own minds.
Exactly. And of course, the deity, she's embarrassed, right? She scoops up the goldfish, apologizes for the chaos, and off she goes.
Leaving the disciples, and probably the listener, with their jaws on the floor.
It's a classic Journey to the West move, humor mixed with a little bit of wisdom.
So what's the takeaway here? Aside from don't underestimate the power of goldfish.
I think it's a reminder about karma. Even the most powerful beings have to deal with the consequences of their actions, even if it's just a little goldfish that got loose.
And for the disciples, who had to call for help even though they were pretty powerful themselves.
Humility, maybe? Knowing when to ask for help,
Yeah.
and the importance of community, right?
Love it. Teamwork makes the dream work, even when fighting a runaway goldfish. So much wisdom packed into this story. It makes you wonder, what goldfish are we accidentally unleashing in our own lives?
Ooh, good question. What seemingly small choices are we making that could have big consequences down the road? And if a divine being can struggle to control a mischievous pet, maybe that says something about our own inner wildness, that part of us that needs taming.
Mindfulness, self-awareness, goldfish training, all important skills for the modern-day pilgrim. Well, folks, that about wraps up our deep dive into this excerpt from Journey to the West. Thanks for joining us.
It's been a pleasure. Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.